Greetings, hello. This is hello to Julie B, whoever Julie B is. Julie B is a subscriber who wrote a long question here. I believe I've had a long-standing condition of leaky gut and candida for many years, in fact decades. I'm 47 years old, I'm female and quite athletic. I'm a massage therapist for 15 years. Still ride my bicycle 45 miles at a stretch and generally look pretty tidy. She says pretty young, but I put pretty tidy. Most people think I'm 35, but I feel like crap. So I'm so fatigued, so very sensitive to everything, and have plenty of gut problems. Of course I've tried everything you can imagine. I've spent thousands on supplements, chiropractors, countless hours of studying, did every cleanse there is. I struggle because I keep slipping back to sugary foods. How does someone like me really commit? Things are worsening the longer this goes on. I clean up for a while but slip back easily. In fact, sometimes I've continued on with junk and sugar, not just out of habit, but because I know I can always clean up again. I'm so weary of this awful cycle. I've done it all and I have a positive SIBO test result. I feel terrible, yet I still can't seem to fully commit to clean eating for any sustainable period of time. The cleanses were funny and easy at first when it was novel, but not anymore. Now I'm showing signs of aging. My skin looks and feels bad. My thyroid levels are lower than ever. I've started to take Armour, but I do not know if it's the answer, and it doesn't really help anyway. I know what I need to do. Help me to commit. Please help me. I'm Julie B. Okay, Julie, if you're in my room, I'd be a bit like Robin Williams. Okay, I do crazy stuff. I get my big blow-up rubber hammer, and I think I beat you around the head softly with a big rubber hammer. Okay, because I think you're one of those persons who needs the blow-up hammer treatment. And the reason I'm saying that is because you know what to do, but you're not doing it. You're not really committing. You know that you should commit, but you're not committing. You're talking here about thyroid treatment with Armour. You're talking about 45 miles at a stretch on your bike. This tells me, between the lines, that you're overdoing things. You're trying to be too much of a perfectionist. This is a problem. I'd like you to take more of a back seat rather than a front seat. So instead of doing 45 miles at a stretch, how about you walk, say, 5 miles at a stretch, and then do some meditation or relaxation for that other duration of time. I think that your mind is too much in overdrive, because I've counted about 12 exclamation marks in here, in your question, and also I've seen a lot of words typed in large font. So you're quite an expressive person, you're a powerful person, you're a fast person, you're a performance person, you're a human dynamo, okay, that needs unplugging for a while, Julie. So I believe a better kind of exercise for you is the opposite of what you like to do. So probably more the relaxation part, the meditation part, the visualization part. And the stopping this, this superior fitness kind of an idea, because I don't really think it's cutting it for you, to be honest. You've spent thousands of dollars. Well, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars. You need to spend time relaxing. When you talk thyroid, you're talking stress to me. When you're talking this kind of an exercise regime, it's yelling out stress to me. So I would like to also inquire then into your occupation and other personal habits like your lifestyle, what time you're going to bed. All these kind of things. What's your workload like? How often do you go on vacation? What are your family dynamics like? Are there any issues in the family? Are there any things that are stressing you out? Long-standing leaky gut and candida is not necessary. Most cases can be cleared up within 6 months or 12 months if it's an extremely seriously long-standing bad case of 20 years duration, could take a year. But in most cases, people I work with, within 3 to 6 months, they've cleared their gut, they're feeling better, and then it's about staying on track and doing the right thing consistently. Slipping back a little bit every now and then, that's no problem. But keeping your eye, on the ball the whole time, and just watching what you're doing and maintaining fitness, maintaining health, eating good food, enjoying good health, enjoying abundant energy, enjoying great sex drive, great sleep patterns. All these things can be fantastic. Even when you're in your 60s, there can still be no problem at all. It's all about the balance. And that's what I try and really explain on this channel. It's common sense, most of it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work this kind of stuff out. I feel like crap. I'm so fatigued, so sensitive to everything, and plenty of gut problems. I think there's a hormonal imbalances going on here as well. So being 47, I would say probably perimenopause, low testosterone, low progesterone, so anxiety will be up, you'll be feeling tired more, your libido will be down. I've got no doubt this will all be going on, and you haven't even told me, but this is what I expect you to tell me. So try not to be someone at 47 who thinks that they're 22, because you're not anymore. You've got the hormone profile of an older woman, so you need to adapt and adjust your lifestyle to suit. You can still have a fantastic energy output and libido at 47. You just have to modify your expectations. Okay? So there's a test, Julie, you can do. I'm going to write it down for you on paper. And I want you, let me just spell this properly. This is quite a good test for you to do. It's called the Dutch test. Okay, dried urine test, comprehensive hormones, Dutch. So you can ask your doctor, your practitioner, to get that test done. And it's a particularly good one. If you get the Dutch complete, the complete test, it's going to show you all of the core sex hormones. It's going to show you, hormones like melatonin, DHEA, all the stress hormones, cortisol, cortisone will be there. Everything is going to be mapped out there for the doctor to look at. It gives the doctor a great starting point, you know what I mean, on the core hormones and what's going on there. And then ideally your lifestyle patterns will be balanced, a bit more finely tuned. You might need a bit of therapy, natural treatment for the hormone imbalance, and that should make a massive difference in your life. Okay, so don't forget the Dutch test. Now regarding the feeling crappy and the digestive problems and things like that, try and follow some of the advice on this channel about basically healthy eating. You don't need very fancy diets when you're on a Candida diet. The Mevi diet works fine. Meat, eggs, vegetables, and yogurt. Or there could be nuts, seeds, legumes, etc., etc. You don't have to be a meat eater necessarily. So try not to make your diet too complicated. Keep it simple. You don't need a whole bunch of supplements. All the years I've worked with Candida patients, I found they only really need a small amount of supplementation to get them back on track. They don't need to spend thousands on supplements. It's not necessary. What else can we say about your case? Now I'm showing some signs of aging. My skin looks and feels bad. And again, I would ask you, what's your estrogen doing? What's your testosterone doing? What's your progesterone doing? These core sex hormones need checking out. Okay? They can have a very big effect also on your ability to recover, because they can affect your immune response. Many other systems can be affected by these hormones. Cognition, mood, energy, all these things are affected by hormone. So get this checked out, because something doesn't seem quite right here. But you don't have to feel like crap or look like crap at 47. You just need to make some changes by the sound of it. So, Julie, I hope that gives you a bit of information. Thanks for the question.